on the fruit. Okay. Shaker? No. I'll just, you know, okay, just, yeah, that. Mix all the crap together. Okay, I'll be sure to put it like that. When it's kind of dry and oatmeal-y, I'm sorry, I have to write this stuff down. When it's kind of dry and oatmeal-y. Alrighty, welcome back to an episode of Being Timmy in the Kitchen. Today we have a treat because we are making a treat, and it's a dessert, and it's called a blueberry apple crumble. And I know that I personally tried this. This one was sent in from my friend. His name is Guy Garba. And I appreciate you sending this in, Guy. I'm going to try to do this recipe just like you make it so fantastic at your place. And so, blueberry apple crumble. Alright, so first we're going to start off with getting this fancy baking plate done up and ready for the I just put it with Pam, and this is olive oil now. Okay, and we are going to start up with preheating the oven to 375, which I've done, and I'm going to put the filling, I'll just put this aside, the dry ingredients. We're going to show you on the screen now all the ingredients for the blueberry apple crumble. You can put it on pause, and you can take a look at the ingredients. Okay, so we got to combine the sugar. 2 tablespoons it is. And I only have brown sugar. I don't do white sugar. So 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So just 1 tablespoon of flour. Okay, cinnamon. Cinnamon. How much cinnamon are we looking at here? 1/4 teaspoon. What is this? It's 1 teaspoon. 1/4. I think that's about 1/4. Do you think that's about 1/4? Yeah. Okay, got that. Stir in the blueberries and chopped apple until coated with flour and sugar mixture. So before I do that, I'm going to chop up a tart apple. So he recommends a Granny Smith apple. So I'm just going to chop that up here. Not used to chopping it up, but just give it one. I have this thing called knives, I just don't like to use them. But we'll chop that up and we'll be back in a second. Take it, oh, I think I chopped it not right. The thing is, I'm really nervous of holding a knife. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, that's out. Okay, well, that doesn't look like it has a middle. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's out. If anyone has a better way of doing this, let me know. Because that's aside, and I'm going to chop it up. I guess into. I should have washed this apple maybe. It'll be fine. It'll get baked. Alright, so I have 1 Granny Smith apple chopped up and put into the dry mixture. This is for the filling. And then I'm going to combine 2 cups of blueberries, and I went with fresh from the corner store, because you know me, I like to keep it real, keep it fresh. Only the freshness in the kitchen. Oh, do I use my hands? Oh, it says we'll just stir it up, and to make sure that the sugar and the flour and the cinnamon cover the... I probably shouldn't be using my hands, it's not very sanitary, but you know what, I'm the one eating it. Alright, now we're ready to make the topping of the crumble, and that's with flour, oats, and brown sugar. So we have a third of a cup of, oh, what am I doing with this? A third of a cup of whole wheat flour, and of course this one is not whole wheat. That's all right. A third of a cup. My hands, okay. Third of a cup. 1/3. Is that about a third? I think that's about a third. There's a cup line. Yeah, that's about a third. Third of a cup. And then we have 2/3 a cup of rolled oats. And it's exactly 2/3 of a cup. Fantastic. I'm getting better and better. Then 1/2 a cup of packed brown sugar. Oh, that's a bit more than 1/2 cup. Well, I won't put the whole. Okay, and then we have stir in the melted butter. All right, so now we're going to put in some melted butter. So I'm going to have to melt it. And that's 1.5 teaspoons. So if I go 1 teaspoon, look at my hands. I know this is ridiculous, but we're not in a professional show. At least not yet. Okay. This is a teaspoon, so that would be about 1, and that's about another 1/2. Let's quickly melt it in the microwave, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're stirring into the dry mixture some melted butter, and this was 1.5 teaspoons of melted butter. Yum. And then now we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of apple juice. And 1, 2, and that says mix it together. Mix it together. And it should clump. It should clump. So I got to use more additional liquid if possible. Now, the guy has told me that I should not have this too liquidy. It should come out oatmeal-y, he says. Alright, so I'm just going to mix this with my hand just to get it a little bit clumpy. See, we have the dry ingredients in there, which is whole wheat flour, rolled oats, brown sugar. We've got some melted butter in there to help it clump, and about 2 tablespoons. Actually, I use a little bit more of apple juice, so it looks all clumpy now. I'm pretty sure that's what he means by clumpy. And now I've got to get the baking, fancy schmancy baking dish, and I'm going to put the, do I put anything on the bottom? Nope, it doesn't say to do that. I've already sprayed it, so I'm going to put this just, I feel like I need to have something on the bottom, no? Guy, you didn't tell me. I just put this stuff in like this then. I'm sure it'll taste good. Okay, I'm just gonna mix around the blueberries and the apples, and then sprinkle top the topping mixture over the top. Okay. Okay. I think that looks good, don't you? What do you think? Is it good? Okay, so now I'm going to bake it uncovered for 25 to 30 minutes, and again it's at 375 until bubbly at the edges and cooked right through. Okay, so in the oven it goes. So into the oven, this magnificent piece of art, again, I've made. This goes for 25 minutes, and I put it in uncovered. And we are going to come back in 25 minutes, and then we are going to chow down on that beautiful dessert. Okay. Oh, the apple crumble is ready to go. Okay. You didn't film that, did you? Okay, the apple crumble has been in there for 25 minutes at 375, and we will shut that. Oh, burn my face off. And a taste though, isn't it? Okay. You know what? I don't think this is quite done. I think my apple pieces are hard. And these are hard too. Alrighty. Back in the oven it goes. Not a problem. Time it's going to be good, or it's going to be eaten regardless. But I know it's going to be good. Again, I've impressed myself again. I've made something fantastic that smells so good, and I'm just going to dish it out. Oh, sorry, camera person. So look at that: blueberries, apples, and then the rolled oat, flour, sugar, butter on top, and that's made crisp. Look at this. Look at this. So look at these lovely blueberries. This is a very, from what I read, when I've been told, it's a very healthy, actually, breakfast option as well, because it's got oatmeal in there, and you've got your fresh blueberries and fresh apples. And what I'm going to do, I've been told is something good to do, is to serve it with ice cream, and to be on the healthy side. I've got yogurt ice cream and vanilla flavored, and here we go. I look forward to eating this. Blueberry, apple, ice cream, oatmeal. Okay. Ooh, it's a tad hot. This is fantastic. I know a lot of people make this, but if you haven't made this before, refer back to the beginning of the video and look at the ingredients. So good, very healthy, fantastic. My mouth is on fire. Thank you for tuning in again. And if you got any comments, please send me them via beingtimmy@hotmail.com. If you got recipes, I'm looking for dessert recipes, I'm looking for entrees, I'm looking for appetizers, salads, anything to do with summer would be fantastic, and send it to beingtimmy@hotmail.com, and I'd love to feature you and your recipe on. And until next time, thank you again.